Hi Pixelers! Grab your pencil and paper because today we're going to draw Spider Gwen. For this drawing we'll need colored pencils black, light blue, red, and pink. This drawing is 22 squares tall and 18 squares wide. We'll start with the black color. Skip 5 squares from left to right, and in the 6th square mark 8 squares horizontally. Down to the left, mark 3 squares diagonally. Down to the left, mark 2 squares vertically. Down to the left, mark 7 squares vertically. Down to the right, mark 5 squares vertically. Down to the right, mark 1 square. From this square, go 6 squares vertically to the right. Up to the right, mark 4 squares diagonally. Up to the right, mark 4 squares horizontally. Down to the right, mark 4 squares diagonally. Down to the right, mark 6 squares vertically. Down to the left, mark 2 squares diagonally. Down to the left, mark 2 squares horizontally. Down to the left, mark 3 squares vertically. From this square, go 4 squares horizontally to the right. Up to the right, mark 1 square. Up to the right, mark 5 squares vertically. Up to the right, mark 7 squares vertically. Up to the left, mark 2 squares vertically. Up to the left, mark 3 squares diagonally. From this square, go down to the right and mark 2 squares diagonally. Down to the right, mark 2 squares horizontally. Down to the right, mark 3 squares vertically. From this square, go 4 squares horizontally to the left. Mark 1 here. Mark 1 here. From this square, go down to the right and mark 2 squares horizontally. Go up and mark 2 squares horizontally. In this line, count 3 squares from left to right, then below mark 1 square. Down to the left, mark 1 square. In this line, count 3 squares from right to left, then below mark 1 square. Down to the right, mark 1 square. And now we'll color all the squares we marked. I invite you to join the Pixeler Club, which is the name of our family here at Pixelados. All you have to do is subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and that's it. Now take the red color. From this square, go 2 squares horizontally to the right. Down to the right, mark 1 square. Down to the right, mark 4 squares vertically. From this square, go 3 squares horizontally to the left. Up to the left, mark 1 square. From this square, go 2 squares horizontally to the left. Down to the left, mark 1 square. Down to the left, mark 4 squares vertically. From this square, go 3 squares horizontally to the right. Up to the right, mark 1 square. And color it. In the top corner, you'll find the link to my Spanish pixel art channel, where you'll find hundreds of step-by-step drawings, all with subtitles. Now take the pink color. Mark 2 squares vertically here. Down to the right, mark 1 square. Down to the right, mark 2 squares vertically. Mark 1 square here. Up to the right, mark 1 square. Mark 1 square here. Mark 2 squares vertically here. Down to the left, mark 1 square. Down to the left, mark 2 squares vertically. Mark 1 square here. Up to the left, mark 1 square. Mark 1 square here too. And color all the squares we marked. Now take the light blue color and mark 1 square here. Down to the right, mark 2 squares diagonally. Mark this square. Down to the right, mark 2 squares vertically. Mark 1 square here. Down to the left, mark 2 squares diagonally. Mark this square. Down to the left, mark 2 squares vertically. And color it. Here's how our drawing turned out today. If you like it, don't forget to support the video with a super pixelated like and tell me in the comments if you like this character. Thank you so much, Pixelers, for being here in another video. I'm sending you a big hug and lots of love from my pixelated heart. I'm Pajito and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!